Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is truly, and I mean truly, an instant classic. And tonight we are here to review.
Always.
Always. I had it wrong there. Sorry, got it wrong. But tonight we're here to review WWE NXT Takeover London, and it was kind of weird. The show was at 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm like, what? We never had a show like at 2:00 in the afternoon, because since it was live in the United Kingdom. Which, did you think that was weird? Being live earlier, because we usually have it at later on at night.
Yeah, it was weird because I wasn't sitting here settled in to watch it, because usually when a show comes on, especially a pay-per-view or a special event or whatnot, you're it's late at night, you're kind of done with everything from the day, because I didn't even get to watch it live. I thought I was going to get to watch it live, but I didn't get to watch it live. So it still was weird watching it early, watching it when it was daylight outside. I was like, I feel like I'm just watching something randomly on the network, or watching an old NXT on the network or something. But I thought it was cool. I think just overall, I like the fans, the UK fans. Every time WWE goes to UK, anyone goes to UK, TNA goes to UK, even Ring of Honor. Anytime anyone goes to UK, they're probably in the top 5 in fan bases to put a wrestling show on for, because they're just great every time. They're consistently great. No matter what promotion it is, they just show undenying support. That's what I like about the UK.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I love their crowd over there. I mean, it's so amazing. The electricity over there. I would love to go over to UK to go to a wrestling show, because I bet it would be awesome. I mean, all the funny chants that they come up with, it's just so funny. And I just love them so much. And maybe why they're like that, because, they know that they only get wrestling twice a year. And because, United States fans, we always have wrestling over here. You know what I mean? They don't get it. They don't get WWE much over there. They have it once in April, and then later on in November and December. They don't really have it much over there. And I thought the show was amazing, top to bottom. This show was kind of really unpredictable, because the last few NXT shows, NXT takeovers, were really predictable. And I thought this one was kind of I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but I think it was it was kind of one of the weaker ones, because on the last the Brooklyn one was really good, but this one was really good. Every time I go into an NXT takeover, I have high expectations for it, but NXT always exceeds my expectations. It goes even higher, and yeah, it's just crazy. I just don't understand why the main roster can't do this, but NXT does, which is blows my mind. What do you have to say on that?
I agree. I think it's funny because we call NXT the developmental. So when you look at it, everybody is learning, right? And I think it's funny that NXT consistently, the developmental creative writers, we call them developmental creative writers, are better, or at least seem to be better than what we're the professional creative writers. I think what it is, there's probably a lot of older creative writers on the main roster who are, and they're kind of breeding the NXT people to, and it's just different. It's kind of hard to explain, just because it's the same company, but it's so different. And I think it's it's a dynamic where you have people who are developing, but they have experience with it. Because even the talent, you're developing them to the WWE style, but they have experience wrestling already. It's hard to explain why there's such a big difference. I feel like it's kind of WWE in a transitional period, trying to transition into what NXT is, but they just don't know how to do it yet on the main roster, because of the differences in writers and who's kind of in control. Because we see that Triple H is in control of NXT more so. And, I don't know if this is true, but it seems that Vince is still highly in control of the main roster, what's going on with the main roster. So, we see those different dynamics, and I feel like, in the future, the main roster is going to be really good. But I think we just kind of got to get over this transitional period, and it's kind of up to the fan to see if they want to stay with it or not.
Yeah, definitely. But let's go ahead and get started with this review. So the first match we started off with, well, actually, before we start off with that, I always like when Triple H, he does like the intros for the NXT takeovers. Like, I just love them. Like, I don't think they did it for respect, but I know we did it for NXT Takeover Brooklyn. Do you like when Triple H does that? Like, right in the when he does it in the middle of the ring?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool because, you know, and I guess it's kind of selfish of him too, though, because it's like, you know, I did this, you know, I made this to a certain degree, you know, him like putting all the spotlight on him, you know, without actually saying it. He's kind of still, you know, saying it. He's conveying that message. But yeah, I do like it because I mean, it is kind of his, you know, his baby and whatnot. So, you know, I like it. It brings something different to it. Like, you always end up starting out with some kind of video package or something for special events, but like having Triple H in the ring kind of saying, you know, whatever ends up saying, you know, ends up saying this is NXT. But you know, it kind of just makes the show feel a little bit different because you don't rarely ever do you start a show with the guy who runs it in the ring, not cutting like a legit like long promo, just kind of telling you what's going to go down without like just reading it off a script. It's kind of a cool dynamic. I've always liked it.
Yeah, I like that also. Like, I just like how Triple H, pretty much said, I got my ass beat by Roman Reigns at TLC, but I sure as hell wouldn't miss this show. Like, I just like when he said that. That was just awesome. But let's get started with this review here. So, first match we got started off with, it was Asuka versus Emma, which this was actually a really good match. Like, they had really good time to work in this match, but the winner of the match was Asuka, and also Emma had Dana Brooke in her corner. And DJ, what are your thoughts on this match here?
Well, first I was really surprised hearing Asuka's music, or at least seeing her face come up, because I don't know her music by heart at this point. But I was surprised because I was expecting Sami Zayn to be the first thing they did with his return and whatnot. So I was actually really surprised when I saw Asuka come out. But yeah, this match was incredible. Emma and Dana as a unit have just grown so much together. Like, they even look good together. Like, at first I think it was kind of like awkward seeing them two together, like working as a unit. But I think the more we get used to it, and tonight with Emma's entrance, they just looked really good as a unit tonight. They kind of looked like stars a little bit, I think you could say. Emma coming out with the sunglasses and whatnot. You know, I definitely liked it. I loved how Asuka was dancing to the "Asuka's gonna kill you" chants. I thought that was pretty funny. You know, we would see Emma, you know, try to end it, you know, and stay on top of Asuka. But this match, you know, once it got going, and I think really from the beginning it was really good, because watching Asuka in the ring, like, I may be going out on a limb, and you know, I think it's a pretty strong limb. Asuka might be the best female wrestler in WWE. Like, just everything. She may not have the promo skills yet, but that's just because of a transitional thing. We haven't really seen Asuka cut a promo yet. But in the ring, she might be the best in the ring. She's so fluid, so smooth, and she's faster than she looks. And you know, Emma also looked really good in this match. We haven't really seen a lot of Emma, as far as just not being the awkward Emma. Like, she's been in this gimmick for a while, but we haven't seen her really get a chance to really do a long match with anyone. So I feel like this match against Asuka really showed that she's really good, and a lot better than what we saw on the main roster. Asuka, when she strikes you, or when she strikes someone else and you're watching it, it looks really painful. She's got a really good strong style going. I like it. I like it a lot. Just everything Asuka does, you know, it looks powerful. It looks like, you know, she's gonna kill you. I like how she turned into Kurt Angle a little bit later on in the match with the ankle lock and then the German suplex. I was like, yeah, Kurt Angle a little bit there. I thought it was Kurt Angle. I think the UK fans was thinking more of Brock Lesnar, but you know, but this match was just really good. Even with Dana getting involved, you know, it was just a cool dynamic. I for some reason kind of expected Emma to come out on top. She looked really good in this match. I think this match really did make her look really good, and show that she has a lot of talent that I feel like a lot of main roster fans didn't really see when she was on the main roster.
Yeah, definitely. And I thought this match was like really good. Like I said, like I always love the strikes that Asuka does. You know, like because I watched some of her independent days and like all the freaking German suplex she does, all the kicks she does. Like, is this looks so painful? I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with Asuka, man. Like she's just so deadly. I mean, I just want to mess with her. But I like when she did that, like the ankle lock into that German suplex. That was pretty awesome. Like suplex City, like right when that happened. Like every time I see a suplex now, that's all I say, Suplex City. But Emma didn't do too bad in this match. You know, even though Dana Brooke, you know, she tried to do some distractions during this match, and Emma worked really good on Asuka's arm. Like, did she just like worked on her arm a lot during the match? But like I said, the winner of the match was Asuka. She wins by the that sleeper. Like, what's her finisher called again?
It's called the Asuka lock. I got one more point too about Dana.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I can actually say Dana Brooke in this version of the review that I'm going to do tonight. Because you know Casey, you know you can't say it around him. But it was good to see Dana Brooke get involved a little bit because it kind of shows that she's healing up, and hopefully she'll be able to get back in the ring soon too. I'm so confused though on the title picture. I'm really confused just in general because there's so many people that it seems like they're trying to push all at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. Like a whole bunch of different people down there. I feel like you can still push so much people. Like right now, you got Samoa Joe. I mean, you got you just got Apollo Crews down there, and like you got so many different women down there. You got like Emma, you know, Bayley's still down there. Which and we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I mean, you just got a whole bunch of different talent you can push right now, and it's so hard to pick which one to push right at this moment. You know, like I would really kind of hate to be a writer right now for WWE because I wouldn't know what to do first, in my opinion. But yeah, we're gonna move on now. But the next match we're going to be talking about is the NXT Tag Team Championship match. We had the Mechanics, Dash and Dawson versus Enzo, Amore, and Colin Cassady. And this was another really good match. Pretty much all these matches were pretty much good to great on this show. And the winners of the match were, I think it was Dawson and I don't remember how they won though. I think it was like by the, I don't remember how did they win. I was confused.
They won with a shatter machine off the top turnbuckle.
That's what it was. I knew it was something like the shatter machine. Yeah, that's how they won. But like I said, I thought this was a really good match. They had some really good time to work, and I'm kind of shocked that Enzo, Amore, and Colin Cassady didn't get the titles, even though in the predictions I was predicting that Dawson will win. But DJ, what are your thoughts on this match?
I feel like Enzo and Cass didn't win because they don't know what to do with Dash and Dawson once they get done with the titles. It's the same thing with Blake and Murphy. Like, we're so used to seeing people get the titles and then go up to the main roster. But I feel like the last two tag teams who have held the titles, it's not that they're not ready, but it's that they're not ready. Like, just because we haven't seen much of them. It was kind of a surprise factor for these last two teams to win the titles, I think, more than anything. So that's kind of, I don't know why they haven't given Enzo and Big Cass the titles. I think that what they should do is they should have given Enzo and Big Cass the titles, and then have Dash Dawson, Blake and Murphy feud. So then they can kind of build off of each other, because those are just two teams that they just don't know what to do with right now, and I think they're kind of getting thrown around. So I just feel like they need to put them together in a feud so they can kind of just grow from each other. But this match was good. I love the tag team work in this match. There was a lot of I like that Cass got isolated at one point too, because a lot of times with Enzo and Cass matches you see Enzo get isolated and then Big Cass comes in and dominates. But Cass did come in and dominate, but Enzo, he ended up fighting out of it, and Enzo ended up getting back in and whatnot. This match was good. It had some good false finishes. It looked like it was gonna be over at some good points. The DDT by Enzo was nice. I loved it. And then the shatter machine. I just love that move. I don't know what it is. It looks really good when they hit it. I didn't like it necessarily from the top, but it's the first time I've ever done it. So I feel like, you know, with more like practice with that move, they could really do some good things with that move, especially from the top. I expected. I think I expected Enzo and Cass to kick out of that at the end because I expected them to win. So I was really surprised. I expected them to at least kick out a one shatter machine. And I didn't expect the one from the top. I thought they were gonna, you know, hit one and then kick out of it or something, but it didn't happen. This match was good though. I definitely liked it. It's unfortunate that Enzo and Cass aren't tag team champions yet. Just because I don't know if they're gonna do something where they just don't give them the titles. I don't know what they're thinking because it's kind of hard to read the creative writers right now because Enzo and Cass are extremely over with everyone. I mean, if they sent them to the main roster today, like they would still be getting one of the biggest reactions out of anyone. And I don't know if they don't want to give them the tag team titles because they feel like they got to do something with that now. Or maybe they're gonna just take them up like kind of randomly. We're not gonna really expect it or something. I'm really not sure. I don't know what they're going for here.
Yeah, same. I don't really know what they're going for. Like, I don't know, like, if they're just going to send them to the main roster, like, randomly. Like, I really hope that doesn't happen because I want them to actually have at least a run with the tag team titles before they, you know, get pushed up to the main roster. Because, like, and also, like a thing you were saying, like, Enzo, Warren, Colin, Cassady, man, they are so over. Well, they would be so over on the main roster. But pretty much the UK fans, they tell you when they don't like something. I mean, they'll be telling you when they don't like it. Seriously, like it's crazy. Like if you know if they don't like it, they're gonna pretty much giving you middle fingers, and they're just not gonna like you. I mean, that's a fact. But I also like the DDT that Enzo Moore did in the match. That was really cool. That was like ouch. That looked like that really hurt. The Shatter Machine off the top rope. I never really was that the first time? Yeah, that was the first time they ever did that from the top rope, which that was really cool. Which, you know, I was kind of like you said, I was kind of for them to kick out of that, but he didn't, and Enzo Moore didn't kick out of that, and Colin Cassady, you know, he got beat down during this match a lot. Like you said, it's pretty much reverse, you know, pretty much Enzo Moore is the one who's always getting beat up like on NXTs and stuff, and Colin Cassady pretty much has to do the hot tag, and you know how you do in WWE 2K16 or you know in the WWE games, like how you do the hot tag and that kind of stuff there. But yeah, but still, your tag team champions are Dawson and oh man, I think Dash and Dawson. I combined their names there for a minute, but like you were saying about something, like, oh yeah, you were talking about how they should feud Blake and Murphy versus Dash and Dawson. I don't think like they should do that because like they're both heels, and I don't think that will work really good. Like, I mean, they don't like to do heel versus heel very much. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they could obviously turn one if they wanted to.
I mean, they could do a double. Well, yeah, they could do that, but I mean, I don't really see them turning Blake and Murphy, you know, since they have Alexa Bliss with them, you know, because like she's really.
It's not that I see it happening. I just think it would be a good idea. Yeah, because I mean, they're two talented teams. They just don't like with the gimmicks that they've been given. They just need some time to grow with it.
That's definitely true right there. But the next match we're going to be talking about is this was another good match. Well, I mean, I'll say it's an alright match, but we had Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin, and this, you know, that's saying a lot for Baron Corbin because like he still needs to do a little bit of work in the ring, like because he still cannot fall out of the ring. I'm serious, he never falls out of the ring. I don't know why, he just can't fall out of the ring. But you know, the winner of the match was Baron Corbin, which I really wasn't expecting him to win, and he wins by the end of the days. I'm like, what? Why did they have Baron Corbin? Because you know, Apollo Crews, you know, he's been on this hot streak lately. You know, I mean, he's been on this roll. You know, they need to keep building him, which I think they are still building him. But I was going like, why would I just didn't understand why they had Baron Corbin win this match. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't like Baron Corbin, but I just didn't think he needed to win here. But DJ, what are your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, this was a match that really shocked me too. Not that I knew it was going to be good. That was a fact. But I think the victor was the one that shocked me because I wanted Baron Corbin to win. I thought it would be good for him to win to kind of stop the momentum of Apollo Crews because we know Apollo Crews is going to get, he's going to get his chances. And Baron Corbin's been there for a little longer. And Baron Corbin has been dominant for the most part. So I feel like him stopping Apollo Crews' momentum kind of helps Baron Corbin a lot because it's like, he's still the dominating guy in NXT, which is kind of nice to see. Um, we saw both men kind of show their strength early. You don't think about, you see Apollo Crews and he's jacked, but you don't think about how strong Apollo Crews is all the time, I don't think. And kind of the same way with Baron Corbin. You see that he's like 7 foot tall, so you expect him to be strong. So it's kind of cool that they kind of played off of that a little bit. Baron Corbin is obviously growing. I thought it was kind of cool when Apollo Crews fell to the outside. He was like, you should have stayed in Ring of Honor. You should have stayed in, in those little gyms. I thought that was really a cool little thing he threw in there. I don't know how WWE felt about him saying an actual company's name, but if you want to build anyone to anything, you got to take some chances sometimes. So I thought it was fine. I got a little chuckle out of it. I thought it was just him growing a little bit in his heel persona. Crews was just really aggressive in this match. And then at the end, when Crews went for the sit out powerbomb, but Corbin reversed it into the end of days to win, I thought because Corbin kicked out of Cruz's, there's too many C's in this equation. Because Corbin kicked out of Cruz's moonsault, I thought that Crews is going to return the favor and kick out of the end of days. But I did still feel like Corbin was going to win. I was just surprised that he won off of just one end of days instead of maybe multiple. But I'm glad Corbin won. I want to see what they're going to do with him. I feel like at some point he's got to go for the title, but still, there's so many people that I feel like are ready to go for the title that's it's a little jumbled up right now.
Yeah, I thought this match was good, for Baron Corbin match, like I said. I like when Baron Corbin he tossed Apollo Crews to the outside, and Apollo Crews he hit his forehead on the steel steps, like ouch. Oh, good, that really hurt, freakery. Man, that looked so bad right there. I like when Baron Corbin said he should have stayed in Ring of Honor. Wait, I don't know if WWE would like that. They haven't, they pretty much they acknowledge some wrestling companies, but they don't do it too lot. So I don't know how WWE really felt about that. I like when Apollo Crews did the moonsault off the apron. That was really cool. I thought it was cool when Apollo Crews he reversed end of days. I think that was the first time it ever got reversed. Yeah, it was the first time the end of days ever got reversed. And of course, Baron Corbin wins the match by the end of days, which does he go for the NXT title next? Because I think this match was pretty much it wasn't a number contenders match, but I think this match would maybe kind of determine maybe the next number contender for title. I don't know, but that's what I'm kind of thinking in my opinion. But well, who knows? Maybe they might just do their battle royal again. I don't know, but or maybe have a fair four-way for it, throw some 4 big guys in there and do something like that. I think that'd be really cool. Have Samoa Joe, maybe Corbin, Sami Zayn, and maybe Apollo Crews in there. That'd be a good match to watch. But yeah, like I said, pretty good match here. And the next match we're going to be talking about is the women's NXT women's title match. We had Bayley defending the title against Nia Jax. And what are your thoughts on this, DJ?
This match, number one, what surprised me a lot was that Bayley didn't hit a Bayley to belly. I just expected it. I expected her to hit a Bayley to belly just so the crowd would just hit this huge pop. That was yes.
Wonder why she can't hit the Bayley to belly? Yeah, Bayley to belly. Wonder why?
Because because she's a huge lady. I know, but
She's fat. She's fat.
no, but I expected I expected her to hit the Bayley to belly just because I knew the crowd would pop for it. You know, anytime someone has like a lifting move, and you know, it's kind of like it's similar to the AA. You know, and you have like a big person, you know, you're going up against somebody big, they usually end up hitting it on them, so the crowd just, you know, gets a huge pop. That's why I was expecting it. That's why it surprised me when she didn't even try for it, which I think actually was a good surprise because that's what I was anticipating. I was anticipating it just being a power struggle for Bayley the entire match, and then for her to finally hit it and then win. This match was good though. I like how they kind of changed Bayley's style to match up with the size of Nia Jax. Nia Jax was pretty dominant throughout the whole match, it seemed like, but Bayley was kind of fighting back with the submissions. She hit a swanton bomb, which I thought was pretty cool. It was more of like a senton bomb, I guess, which was kind of cool. It was just cool to see her kind of change her moveset a little bit just based on the size of Nia Jax. I still expected Nia Jax to win. I was surprised they didn't have Eva Marie come out and do anything at all. Just because, you know, they were in London. You have a really vocal crowd in London. I was expecting a screw job here a little bit just because, you know, of how vocal the crowd is in the UK. I expected Eva Marie to come out and maybe cost Bayley the title. And then maybe even I was still in my own head of, you know, fantasy booking a little bit and maybe even turning on Nia Jax and then, you know, establishing herself as like the alpha heel in the Divas division for NXT, but they didn't do it that way. So now I'm wondering where they're gonna go. You know, that gives them, you know, a direct direction to go. My plan, but they didn't go with my plan. So now I'm just curious because before this match we had the face off between Asuka and Nia Jax. So I was thinking that was a little bit of foreshadowing where Nia Jax was going to win. Asuka was going to take her, you know, they were going to kind of feud out a little bit or something. But, you know, now I have no idea where they're going. I get it. They don't want to bring anyone up into the jumbled mess that is the Divas Revolution now. But still, I'm not sure where they're going with a lot of things now, which isn't a bad thing. It's not really a bad thing to not know where they're going because I feel like you would rather it be a little unpredictable than it to be really predictable.
Yeah, like I said, this show was like really unpredictable, like I've been saying, like for past NXT takeovers. But you know, Bayley kind of felt like the underdog in this match. Like really, like she just felt like pretty much underdog, you know, because she couldn't hit the Bayley to belly during this match. Well, she didn't even attempt at trying to hit it. She kept doing a whole bunch of like submissions on her just to wear down Nia Jax. And Nia Jax, you know, she kind of felt a little robotic in this match. Like she kept hitting the same move over and over again. Like she just kept hitting the Samoan drop a whole bunch of times. She kept dropping the leg a whole bunch of times and brought out her inner racist person. Brought out her inner Hulk Hogan.
Justin, I got a question for you though.
What?
Because I feel this way. I feel like they do need to like enhance her moveset a little bit. But does WWE know what to do with a woman of that size? Like, I mean, because we see it with every, you know, person of large stature. I'm trying to be as nice as I can. Every person of large stature they bring in, you know, if they're not like ridiculously athletic, they don't know, like they give them the same thing over and over and over again, you know, choke slam. And, you know, I felt like it was kind of the same with Beth Phoenix, and she wasn't overtly huge. I just feel like they don't know what they're doing with these bigger people. I feel like they need to, you know, I'm fine with the power game, but like they gotta, like, there's so many other moves you can use with the power game besides, you know, the leg drop and, you know, dropping your weight on someone, because that's all I know how to do.
Yeah, I kind of wish Bayley would have hit a super Bayley to belly off the top rope. That would have been amazing to see. But no, they didn't do that. Like, I go like, wait, she's going to hit the super Bayley belly. I'm like, no, but she didn't. Which
yeah, I was expecting it too. I thought that would have been a perfect place to do it too, because Nia Jax could have jumped a little bit, gave her a little bit of help there with that. I expected it right there, but they surprised me.
Yeah, they did surprise me, and I like how the crowd was singing to Bayley. I thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome. Like I said, I just love the United Kingdom crowd. I mean, they're just London, like UK crowd. They are just so amazing over there. But like I said, the winner of the match was Bayley, which, like I said, I was shocked to win because I thought she'd be getting moved up to the main roster, but I'm kind of unsure where they're going in the future of the women's division in NXT right now. Like, who's going to be the next contender? Who knows? But yeah, like I said, I thought this was a alright match, but like the negatives about this match were like the same moves that Nia Jax was doing. That's probably the part I hated about this match. But yeah. And then the next match we had was the NXT Championship match. This was the main event. We had Finn Balor defending title against Samoa Joe, and this was probably one of my favorite Finn Balor entrances. Well, this one or the takeover the Brooklyn show. I don't know which one it'd be. I actually think it might be this one. Like, I just like how he wore that hat out, like how he wore the jacket. I don't know who he was trying to be there, like with the hat and stuff, like in the jacket, but I thought this was a really, really good match. I was so into this match, and as you see, I'm wearing my Finn Balor t-shirt. Well, I was debating if I should wear a Finn Balor t-shirt or a Samoa Joe t-shirt, but I decided to throw my Finn Balor t-shirt on. But the winner match was Finn Balor. He wins by the coup de grace during this match. And DJ, what are your thoughts on this match and the entrance?
I didn't mean to hit my mic there, but I'm excited. I was excited for this match. What was? I love how they incorporated. They always find some way to change Finn's entrance, even if it's very slightly and you don't necessarily really notice it. But if you remember from all the little promos or the little video packages of TakeOver London, like promoting it, the guy would slowly walk up and he would like slash the screen, and it was the guy with the top hat would slowly slash the screen, and it would be like NXT TakeOver London. And that I thought that was cool. How they kind of incorporated that into Finn's entrance. I don't know if that was Finn actually doing that. If that was Finn, they got to do that motion or whatnot. But it was cool because I was like, okay, I see what they're doing here. And then they had him come out with the top hat, which I thought was really cool. I also love what they did with the title. I can't remember if he's had a demon entrance with the title or not. I can't remember off the top of my head because I know before when he was the demon, he had the he didn't have the title yet, so he didn't come out with the title. I can't remember. Has he had an entrance with a demon entrance with the title? I know he's had like normal Finn Balor entrances with the title, but I don't think
no, he hasn't, because NXT TakeOver Respect was the last takeover, and he didn't do a demon entrance.
Yeah. Okay. So I thought that was cool because I think we were all curious to see what was going to happen with the title, how he was going to carry it out, because like the demon's not one to really focus on the title that much. And I kind of like how it came out, and it kind of appeared at the bottom of, it's not even a ramp anymore, but let's just call it the ramp to say it's the ramp. At the bottom of the ramp, he kind of just scooped it up real quick, kind of like a monster. You just kind of, you don't really focus on it, you just kind of grab it real quick and keep going. And I thought that was kind of cool. I love the entrance tonight. I thought they always find a way to slightly change it. This match was really good. I knew it was going to be really good. It was Joe and Finn Balor. I don't think from what I know, they haven't faced before, but they probably have in New Japan at some point. But this was just a really good match. It seemed like Joe was just really in control throughout this entire match. But then Finn got it going, which is always fun to see. The coup de grace to the back of Joe looked painful because the way Joe sold it, he sold it like he hit his head on the mat too. So that it was like that double impact, which I thought was pretty cool. The transition into the rear naked choke is really, really nice by Joe. And how he just transitions from one submission to the other. I thought that was really, really cool. Finn and Joe end up hulking up at the same time, which was a cool little moment, or kind of like right simultaneously, right behind each other. And then Joe gets knocked down from the top and hit with the coup de grace. If he would have hit a super muscle buster, I would have been hype, but he didn't. I expected Joe to win this match too, but they fooled me again. NXT, you got me again. I did expect Joe to win this match, especially how they've been booking him. Been booking him really aggressively. I mean, he's a veteran in every sense of the word. He's what, 37 or so now. I expected him to kind of, take the NXT title. Probably not have a long reign with it, because I feel like that Joe's one of those guys who, and it's kind of like we've been saying before, he doesn't really need the title. So he just needs to show, I guess, show the WWE fans what he can do. If those anti kind of TNA Ring of Honor fans who only focus on WWE, I guess they're kind of trying to show what he can do before they move him up. But I mean, I don't know if he's going to win the title or not. I don't think he needs to win the title. I think he just go up to the main roster like now, please, thanks. But I love Samoa Joe. Yeah. Love this heel Samoa Joe too.
Yeah, definitely. I love this heel Samoa Joe. Like, it's kind of reminds me of like what they did with Kevin Owens down in NXT. This kind of reminds me of, but this match was really good, like, which I was expecting it to be really good, because both these guys are really amazing. Because these guys are really good. They were really good on Independence, in TNA, and Finn Balor is really good over there in New Japan. I forgot that company was called there for a minute, but these guys are like really physical during the match. Like really, they did some lot of strong style during this match, like with the chops. With the they did a lot of reversals with each other. I like when Balor hit a chop, and then he did a drop kick into the steel steps. I thought that was pretty cool during the match. I like the coup de grace on the back. That was really cool seeing that during the match. I also like when Joe hit he hit a vicious chop, and then he did a enziguri in the corner, which that was really cool. I like when Finn Balor does a sling blade during the match. That I love that. And like you said, they kind of like powered up like at the same time, which was really cool to see that. Pretty much them like doing the big moves and stuff. I thought that was really cool. Which if Samoa Joe would have hit that muscle buster off the top rope, I would have lost my shit. No, literally, I would have lost it. I just would have lost it during that match. And I was kind of shocked that Finn Balor won retained his title by, I was kind of shocked that he retained his title by the coup de grace. And because I really want Finn Balor to go to the main roster. Well, actually, I kind of want him to stay down there next, because, NXT is so much better than main roster right now. So I'm kind of happy he is still staying at NXT for a little bit, because what would they do with Finn Balor right now? They probably won't know what to do with him on the main roster right now. So that's kind of a good thing right now that they're leaving him down there. But yeah, that was all of the matches. That was our review for NXT TakeOver England. Final thoughts, DJ?
This show was good. This show was really good because of its unpredictability. I think, like, as fans, you may have been a little disappointed not seeing some of the you kind of wanted, but this show was really good. It didn't disappoint, like always. Love the UK fans once again. They deserve more shows in general. Just regardless, just because they're so passionate, regardless of who it is that comes to the UK. They're so passionate. So it's always fun. I always get excited when someone has a show, for the UK fans, because they're gonna be hyped up. They're like Mojo Rawley. They don't get hyped, they stay hyped.
Definitely, they do stay hype. And what was your favorite match of the night?
My match of the night, if I can't find it. Okay, I was right. My match of the night that will be crowned the light heavyweight champion match of the night. Okay, no, my match of the night will be. You know what? I might shock a few people, but I'm gonna give it to Asuka and Emma. I truly feel like Asuka is one of the best in NXT, if not in WWE, if not the world. She's really good, and it was just great to see Emma. You know, she's improved a lot, and I think she was good before, but it was to see Emma still be really good. So I'm gonna give it to Asuka versus Emma. I love the main event. I loved Baron Corbin and Samoa Joe. You know, that would be kind of my top three. But you know, my top match, I'm gonna give it to the women. You know, they deserve it. I'm gonna give it to Asuka, Asuka and Emma.
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I thought that match was really good in my opinion. Like I thought that was the best match of the night. Well, here's my top three. Number one would have to be Asuka versus Emma. Number two would have to be probably the NXT title match, and the third match will probably have to be I'll say Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. So those are my top three matches, and you know, I was
Bayley, just real quick. Bayley versus Nia Jax had a really good finish. I really like the finish of that match. How they kind of it just felt like it was going to be really predictable. Nia Jax is going to fight out and you know fight out again, and then you know hit whatever she hits to win matches. I don't really know what her finisher is yet, but you know it just seemed like she was gonna you know just power out and win, and I thought that was really cool. I thought it was cool that Bayley ended up winning. Just
well, one thing going back onto that, like I'm kind of happy that Bayley retained because you know, like I didn't think Nia Jax was like 100% ready for the NXT women's title because you know, like I said, she sometimes feels lost in the ring. In my opinion, sometimes she does. But yeah, like I said, I thought the show was really good, and but like me, like as a fan, like I kind of was disappointed on some of the finishes. Like, oh, I thought we were gonna have like a title change hands here or something. You know, something happened there, but you know we didn't have that. But like I said, NXT never disappoints me pretty much. Like even though some things I might not like with some finishes, but you know this show was still amazing top to bottom, like left, right, up, down. Any way you look at it, the show is really good. But yeah, don't forget to follow the podcast on Twitter at ICW_podcast. And don't forget to follow DJ Bill. It's at Beast Mode 100 And also go subscribe to his channel. If what? 123.
You switched it.
123 100. Beast Mode 123 100. Pretty much down there. You guys can check that out, and also don't forget to you know subscribe to his channel on YouTube. If you just pretty much type in you know the Beast Mode on you know pretty much type in that stuff, you'll find his YouTube channel, and you know he does you know pretty much do same stuff we're doing on my channel, and also you know don't forget to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and yeah, I guess we'll catch you guys on the. Well, I'm taking a play out Casey's book right here. Guess we'll catch you guys on the flippity dippity. Peace out.